the importance of humanizing Jesus. You see, whether or not you believe in Jesus is irrelevant. Purely from democratic point of view, if you do not believe in him, you have lost. You see, 1.9 billion Muslims believes in Jesus and 2.3 billion Christians. And that's more than 50% of the world's population. So, in order to understand the problem, let's examine what these people believe. Now, the one thing they all have in common is the belief in that Jesus will resurrect, return to earth, and that shall be everlasting peace on earth. The first time I understood how dangerous that belief was when I told my colleagues in 2007 that I wanted to use my company for creating world peace. At which point most of my colleagues, which were Christians by the way, replied that such a thing is blasphemy, because world peace is not supposed to happen before Jesus is reborn. So for more than 50% of the population on the planet, it is blasphemy to believe in world peace, unless Jesus is reborn, of course. So let's examine the statistical probability of that Jesus shall be reborn according to dogma. Well, first you gotta have this dude capable of walking on water. Then he's gotta be capable of raising the dead, die and physically resurrect, and fly up to heaven physically, having his body leave the earth and this dimension. He shall be able to judge mankind, both living and dead, resurrect every single human that ever walked this earth, to judge them, and so on. Now, of course, as long as more than 50% of the planet believes in that thing, world peace is never gonna happen. I mean, you don't really have to be a rocket scientist to realize that. Therefore, it is imperative for people that cares about this world, cares about their children, their neighbors' children, and so on, that these people can humanize Jesus. Because making those 4.2 billion people no longer believe in Jesus is impossible. There's absolutely no way you can make a person who already believes a specific thing, has a certain point of view, to believe in something else than what that person already believes in. almost. And it is such a difficult task, it is basically impossible. Therefore, we must humanize Jesus, such that we don't miss him when he comes back in whatever form he chooses to come back in. Because living up to the dogmatic Jesus is simply impossible. And that is the primary reason why it is important for us to humanize Jesus.